Hello, my name is Ashley, this is Faithful Rattos, and welcome back. So this morning I have a little vlog for you. We are going on a little trip to pick up my ratties. Now, these ratties are mine. Well, one of them is not mine. Well, it will be mine. Let me get to the point of this video. I bred a litter, and there was a litter of 3, and there was one single boy in it. So I sent them to my breeder friend, and I'm going to pick them up today. So it is really hot today, so I'm in a taxi going home. I have the Barbies back with me here. So these are the boys, these are the girls. I've got my 2 girls, I've got Yagi and a friend who I will introduce you to when we get home. But yeah, I had a really nice little chat with Charlotte and I'm taking them home. As it's so hot today, we're having a heat wave taxi rather than train, because sometimes the trains are air conditioned and sometimes they're not. So I am back home and it has been Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 5 days since I started this video. And the reason for that is because we had a heat wave. It wasn't just here where I live, it was across Europe. We had unprecedented temperatures for June, like the highest ever recorded temperatures in June. It was pretty rough. And because it was so hot and I was trying to keep everyone safe, we had the aircon going 24/7. It was on 24/7, and the lowest it got in here was still like only 22. It was, trust me when I say, it was really bad. And we had the curtains closed the whole time, so it was very dark and dim, and the aircon was on and it was loud, and everyone was just not feeling too good. So I went and got the babies, I picked them up, we got a taxi because it was so hot and I couldn't trust the trains to have working aircon. Don't get me started on that one. And we've just been in here hiding for the past week, basically. And so I haven't really had chance to finish this video and also show you the little guys that I came home with. So that is what this is to end this vlog. I don't think it's going to be a super long vlog. Hopefully it's a decent amount of time. But we have the boys here. So my boy, Yagami, which I've already told you about, and his new little buddy is here. And in here I have my newest babies, my Dantes, but also my 2 older babies. Up here is Goro, who's actually their dad. He is in here with a friend because he's injured his leg. It's getting better. He had an X-ray on Friday, and hopefully he's going to be recovered soon. But he's still in a hospital cage. But the girls are in here with the little tiny babies and the Dandelion, who is their mom, and the boys are here. When these guys get split off, which will be soon because they've turned 4 weeks old today, this little guy has a name already. He's very cute. He reminds me of one of my previous heart rats. In fact, Remy, my previous heart rat. So yeah, I'm just going to introduce them to you. You can already see them. They're very, very cute. I love them so much, and it's so nice to have them back. And it's sad because we got them back because they turned 8 weeks old, and it was a good time to get them back just in scheduling. However, because of the heat, we haven't really been able to enjoy them, to get them out on free roam and stuff like that, because it has been so hot. And with babies, I like to be in an enclosed space doing free roam, and it just would have been unlivable in our little hallway if we had shut all the doors and we had, big bodies in there and little bodies in there. It would have been just too hot. So we haven't had a chance to do anything like that yet. We will do, hopefully, very soon. But yeah, I'm going to introduce them to you. So, starting off, this is Stella Maria. Faithful, fierce soul. She is a golden Siamese, and out of her grandma and her grandma's sister, she is definitely very obviously golden Siamese, and neither were very obvious as babies. As a baby, she was a very, very warm toned, and you could see the demarcation, which sort of indicates that to be a golden Siamese. But yeah, she's definitely golden, which I think is so funny because I haven't really had a rat actually properly express the golden even though they probably did carry it. And I think the reason why she is so obviously golden is that her dad carries it, and that Lyra carries it from that line too, and that basically so Lyra is the daughter of Marissa, and Goro's mom would have been Marissa's half sister. They would have shared a golden Siamese dad, so that sort of explains the golden of it all. But yes, this is Stelmaria. She is gorgeous. Just look at her. Gorgeous, gorgeous girly. I'm so excited to see what she gets up to in her life, how well she does at shows, and maybe possibly if she has babies of her own. I will be trying to breed away from the golden, but seeing as I didn't have much choice in who I kept, she was going to be sticking around. Weren't you, sweetie? But yes, this is Stelmaria, and this is her sister, Saori, and her show name is Faithful Protector of the Weak. And she is obviously a black. And I really, really looked out with how gorgeous her black colouring is and how deep it is. She's got a little bit of silvering, but nothing that is too extreme. She's also very, very cute and pretty. She's got lovely ears. I will say her type is a little bit less solid than Stelmaria. She's always been the littler one of the litter. She doesn't have as good type as her sister, but she is beautiful. I just wish she didn't have such white toes. But yes, this is Saori. She's a lovely girl, and I'm so glad to have got a self out of that litter. They both parents carried it, but it was still like there was only a 25% chance to get a self out of the litter that I paired it up. So to have one out is actually a big blessing. I don't know if she carries Burmese. She could and she could not, because Goro didn't, and obviously Lyra did carry Burmese because she was a Wheaton. But yeah, we will see. So she will be she hides sea locust. We just don't know if it will be the Burmese gene as well. But she's gorgeous, lovely. I'm so grateful to Charlotte from Godric's Hollow, who looked after them, and the girls were actually also looked after by my wonderful vet, because she was looking after them while Charlotte went away for a little bit, and then she got to pick her keepers. So you've been looked after by two lovely, lovely ladies, and you grew so much since I last saw you. But yes, this is Saori, and she is ready to go in and explore. So I'm going to put her back so I don't lose her. Darling. Now for the boys. So this is their brother, Yagami. Now he is obviously an agouti, but he will carry sea locust and possibly Burmese, and he possibly carries self. Although we won't know until I eventually pair him up, because you just can't tell, because those are recessive to agouti and non-sea locust. He could carry Burmese, but we don't know until he expresses sea locust. So it will be a bit of a gamble with his babies. But he is a lovely, lovely, confident, brave boy. He's always been. And it's just lovely to have him back. He is just a wonderful rat. And I think I love Goro as a rat, but there are improvements that Yagi has already shown on Goro. I think his size and his type is already an improvement on Goro. And Goro, I love him to pieces, but he can be a little bit erratic, and Yagi just doesn't seem as erratic, which is a really good thing. Obviously, I want to be improving every single generation where possible, and I really do think that he's done that. One day, once they are introduced, I hope to do like a proper comparison between the two, but I do think that he's going to be a better example than his dad, which is what you always want. That's what you want. You want the next generation to be better than the parents, and he definitely is better than his dad. But yeah, he is a lovely, lovely boy, and we're so glad to have him back. This is Yagami, faithful truth seeker. Oh, he got a ball shot, and I'm going to go get his friend. So, because Yagi was the only boy in the litter, we obviously were going to have to get some same age company, and that is where Ichiban comes in. He's so cute. He is from Godric's Hollow, and he is 4 days older than our litter. He is a Rex. He's not super curly right now, but he will obviously be. And he is just a top Agouti Rex. And he is, I think, the best of the best when it comes to Godric's Hollow Rats. He is a super sweet little guy, loves playing, loves attention, will sit and be a little bit cuddly even for a baby. He's got really, really nice type. And yeah, he's just lovely. And I am definitely excited to show him. His show name is going to be Godric's Hollow Mr. Unemployed. Ichiban is a character from the Yakuza / Like a Dragon series, which obviously Yagami is named after, and Rat just thought it fit really well, and I agreed. Charlotte also really likes his name. But yeah, this is Ichiban, or Itchy Witchy, as I've taken to call on him. And I've also been singing the Itchy and Yagi show. Yes. But yeah, I'm super, super happy and super grateful to have him here to keep Yagi company, but also just to be a lovely, sweet rat and to be a part of our book group. Now, again, I just want to say thank you so, so much to Charlotte for looking after my babies and giving me this little guy to love and adore for his lifetime. But yeah, that is the end of this video, and I guess Itchy is going to finish off the video with me. But it's been so, so lovely to have them back. And yeah, I'm so glad we did it. I'm so glad they got that extra sort of support and socialization that they needed. It was sad not to have them, and I'm so glad they're back. And I'm so glad that Itchy's here. Oh, you're going to be a big lad. He is a big boy, and I can tell he's going to be a big lad. Yes, you are. You're about 9 weeks old now, aren't you? I really need to cut their nails, but my nail clippers have gone astray. I'm going to have to find them. I had to cut one of the budgie's nails with a pair of scissors the other day, which was not ideal. That's all I wanted to say for this video. I wanted to finish it. I wanted to be able to get it up for you on my new posting day, which is Monday. I have actually found that my engagement is better on Monday evenings than on Sunday afternoon, and maybe that's because after the first day of the work week, everyone wants to unwind. I don't know, but I'm going to stick with Mondays, at least for the foreseeable. They seem to be working out pretty well. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you stick around. You can subscribe, or to help us out, us being the rats and me, you can become a channel member. I have 4 different tiers, the cheapest being like $1.99 and the most expensive being like $20.99. And at that tier, you get to help me name my rats. You get a letter every month and a free piece of merch as well. So yes, if you are interested, please do, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.